this very interesting live stream, and this happened over the weekend on the 23rd, and this is our good friend Mark Zuckerberg. And just like us, he likes to live stream from the backyard with a barbecue and a smoker going. And he actually live streamed for over an hour, taking questions from the world, all around the world, talking about a great variety of subjects.
Which I'm sure was awesome engagement for him.
Absolutely. I mean, this is pretty cool to have someone of Zuckerberg's stature just doing a quick impromptu live stream from his backyard. And I mean, really, that's what live streaming is all about.
Exactly, especially Facebook live streaming. And obviously that's why he decided to do it.
Yeah.
But you sent me this the other day, and I started looking through it, and I kind of went, you know what? Even Mark Zuckerberg probably could have used to watch some of our tips and tricks videos, because it's fantastic what he did, but at the same time, there's a lot of things that from a technical standpoint probably could have been done a little better. And I'm sure he learned from this experience and will do more, hopefully, and do them better. But he obviously, you could see here in the sample, he did this from a phone by the looks of it.
Yeah, this is a live stream from his cell phone. And actually, the beginning of the live stream, there was a bit of a false start. So the stream started and stopped very soon thereafter, and he had to restart the stream. And that's actually because he was using a wireless Bluetooth thermometer for his brisket.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, the Bluetooth app on his phone crashed his live stream.
Interesting.
Or interfered with his live stream. So, that's one of the problems you run into when you're using a cell phone, is that your cell phone has all kinds of applications running on it. What if you get a phone call?
Yeah, we keep harping on it when we're talking about X2, about get away from your phone when you're doing live streaming. Now, we talk about it typically when we're saying use a real camera, because it can give you a lot better image quality, but it also means that you're dealing with something that is dedicated to the task. And I think that even in a scenario like this in your backyard, if you're serious about making the content, something like the X2 can help there, combined with, even an off-the-shelf $200 handy cam with HDMI is going to probably give you a better image quality than your cell phone, especially like if you look at this, the focus keeps changing, some of that, and the lighting, all the automatic settings on the cell phone camera keep changing because of the smoke changing the lighting, the leaves moving, so the autofocus is freaking out. And those are some of the things that a cell phone camera struggles with.
Exactly. Another issue with the cell phone, and this came up in the stream, was I think Mark forgot to turn his phone to silent. He just put it on vibrate. So throughout the stream, he's getting hundreds of notifications, and you can consistently hear the vibration from his phone.
Right.
So that's just another reason why getting away from the cell phone could be could be a good idea.
Yeah, to separate that out. I mean, if you want to take comments, I'm doing it right now. We want to look at comments, which we did get another question here, which I'll get to in a second. You want to kind of separate that out a little bit so that you don't get this weird interference, and it just makes it a little smoother. So what are some of the other things? We're not here to pick on Mark Zuckerberg.
No, we love Zucks.
The question here is, what can we learn from some of the things that he experienced?
Yeah, definitely. We talked last week about a whole bunch of quick fire tips for live streaming. One of the tips we gave, and I think Mark could have used, is to let people know in advance when you plan to live stream. So being that it's impromptu is great, but if there's people that you want to engage with during the live stream, let them know maybe earlier in the day.
Especially if you can schedule it, which usually with Facebook anyways, that usually means an actual page, like a corporate identity page, to do scheduled events and things like that. But if you can schedule it, it means people can like and share ahead of time, set reminders for themselves to actually watch it, and all those sorts of things. So there's big advantages to doing scheduled stuff.
Yeah. And actually, you see here, Mark's wife Priscilla is he tries to get her involved in the live stream several times. She seems more concerned with making sure that the dinner's prepared.
She kind of gives the impression that she's not really all that interested in this experiment. But that brings up a great point. If you're going to be doing a live stream involving other people, they got to be willing participants. Because, you're either going to upset them, which, happy wife, happy life, as they say. But also it makes things awkward. It makes the content a little awkward. So making sure that you have willing participants. Dan and I might be somewhat willing to do this show, but at least we're both here. We're both
yeah, exactly. And the other thing is when you have people engaging with you and lots of questions coming in. I think the CTO of Facebook, who actually lives down the street from Mark, was invited over, but he was busy. So maybe if we could have let him know in advance, he might have been able to participate more, which drives further engagement. So
they could have handed off the Q&A and done a little bit of back and forth banter and things like that. That would have.
I mean, another tip that I'd give Mark is, you can see he kind of mounts. He has his camera mounted on, I don't know whether it's a picnic table or what he's using, but he has his camera mounted, and we always say, it's good to get your camera a little higher. You're going to get a better angle. We would probably be able to see his barbecues a little better.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of little things that you can do to just increase the quality and the production value little tiny bits. So if you want more of those tips, make sure to check out our live show from last week, where we talk about 7 quickfire camera tips for live streaming. And stay in touch with this show because we always have great ideas for making your live streams better.